What's good, people? Welcome to my channel, District Movie Cynic. I'm your host, Dan Rick. I appreciate everyone taking time out of their day just to come and check out this video. I'd appreciate if you're new to this channel if you would just please like and subscribe and turn on your notification bell for your weekly content. I just watched The Creator for the first time. Now yes, well, this film came out in 2023. I was very late to the party to watch this film. I actually had this film booked for an early screening, but I actually missed it due to a family matter. But I've got to say, after finally getting around to watch this film, this is probably one of the best original idea films I've seen in a very long time. I mean, since James Cameron's Avatar at least. I myself am still very shocked to hear that this film was done on an $80 million budget, which is fucking crazy compared to movies budgets nowadays. Usually their budgets exceed about 200 million, 300 million, and even in some cases 350 million, which is crazy to be honest, because usually a lot of these films with these massive budgets usually come out and look way worse than this film, with terrible CGI effects and even worse writing. In some cases as well, the budgets for these films are so high the film even struggles to make it back at the box office. Now this isn't always the case, because James Cameron's film budgets are usually more than 250 million, but I actually think James Cameron actually utilizes the whole of his budget. But despite that, the storytelling, the characters and the aesthetic of this film was amazing, and its message was actually quite moving. It was so intriguing to the point where I actually want to see more of this world. The story of this film had me gripped from the very beginning. Now, to the trailers, to me, were very misleading, because when I was watching them, here's me thinking that this is going to be something like iRobot or Terminator or AI taking over or something in that aspect. This film actually has quite an optimistic message, instead of giving us a world-destroying disaster with AI films like we usually get with films like The Matrix or The Terminator and even films like WALL-E. It does show how attached to our machines we can get, even some acting like they're real people. But I get it, it's a scary and worrying fact. Soon jobs and stuff may be able to be copied by machines and be done at a way quicker rate than humans do it. This film pretty much shows that maybe AI isn't as bad as it seems, and it doesn't have the tendency like humans do to always want to kill. They just want to live alongside us and somewhat coexist together alongside us, even to the point where some humans actually see souls inside these machines. Even seeing Josh's friend in the film fall for an actual sim woman, showing our attachment to the machines. The creator sends its messages, themes over perfectly, and a story not made from a book, not from a comic book, or not from toys or video games. But this film, this idea is completely fresh and new. It's intriguing and it hammers its message over perfectly. By the end of the film, you do come to see and understand that these are more than just machines. Even seeing one of the machines screaming out in agony, which really makes it feel like these are alive and human. And this is the beautiful storytelling, and basically a story of a father and his daughter, and the father as Joshua trying to find his wife and rewrite his past wrongs. Characters. John David Washington, in my opinion, is a very underrated and amazing actor. I think in Tenet we never actually really got to see his full acting ability, I think because he was holding back and he was very subdued. But I think in this is a standout performance for him and a standout role for him. His portrayal as this amputee who is broken and lost because of the death of his wife and baby is far the best character I've seen him portray. I liked all the side characters as well. I think they all worked extremely well in this story, especially Ralph as the Colonel and Allison Janney. But I can't miss out Madeleine Yuen's performance, considering that this is her first film. Fuck me, every scene that she's in, she definitely was a standout for me. The last scene of her smiling happily at the end was a perfect ending as well. But all in all, everyone involved with this project acting was on point. It's like everyone actually really taking this seriously. The only negative complaint I have to say about this film, it would be the pacing. I think some scenes ended quite abruptly and quickly without much context to them. One being the robot versions of his wife. I think they just skipped past that. Like his reaction wasn't exactly what I expected. Like, I mean, I know he's realized she was a machine, but for fuck's sake, Josh, you basically watched her get incinerated in front of you along with your unborn baby, and you've had PTSD from this specific day. So if she's been dead for 5 years and that was the first time you've seen her, I would have just thought his reaction would have been a lot more than that. But I just think they could have done a little bit more there. But my final thoughts. But hey, this is far from a bad movie by far. From everything I've said, I think you've kind of guessed that I really love this film, and it's arguably the best film that I've seen. Well, we're not in 2023 now. Would have been the best movie I've seen in that year. I'm really annoyed that I missed that early screening and didn't get to see this on the big screen, because I think we need to show these lot in Hollywood that we actually are open to new and original ideas. I think with how the market is with movies, directors just don't want to take that risk. But to me, this film is a massive accomplishment in story and behind the scenes work, and I hope that this film can teach movie studios that bigger budgets isn't always better, because some movies nowadays with 200 million to 300 million budgets always come out and sometimes have absolutely shit graphics that look like PlayStation 1 graphics. But like I said, this is an amazing accomplishment, and I'm definitely interested in the world that this film has set up. Everyone should go and give this film all the support and respect it deserves, because the industry nowadays is always trying to fill our head with unimaginative content, ideas and bullshit, and this film just proves that there are still some directors out there with some imaginative ideas and original film ideas. I think the only film I've seen in the last decade with an original idea was James Cameron's Avatar, which was released all the way in 2009, which was 15 years apart. So that's a very long time since I've seen a film with an original idea. Nowadays, when directors try it, they either fail miserably or just make complete garbage with toxic messages. Looking at you, okay darling. But a film like this I really did like. Everyone involved really seemed like they took this seriously and gave it their all. But like I said, I'm most impressed with Alfie's actress, who by far gives the best performance in this film. All in all, I really love this film. That's why I'm giving this film a 9 out of 10. But people, don't just let me sit here and yap away. I'd love to hear your opinion about this film. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you disagree? Please drop a like. Comment in the comment section below. If you like what you've seen here, please turn on your notifications and you will get to see more.